Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to Maria's Craft Room. Today I'm going to be showing how to do this weekly layout using stickers and Procreate brushes. And then the final product will be a PNG file that can be used in Noteshelf or GoodNotes or wherever else you want to use it. So this is Noteshelf, and I'm going to clear my screen so I can show you how I've done this. This is a 2020 Digibujo by Jenny Gollan Designs. I'll list everything that I use in the video description below. But my videos are to be used with any planner you choose to be using. This is just the one I like. So I've got a blank page, which is my weekly page, and I'm going to make a weekly spread in Procreate. So I want to save this image so that I can work within the sizing of this. It makes sizing later easier. So I'm going to, this is Noteshelf, I'm going to click the up arrow, and I'm going to share the current page in PNG format. It gives me other formats. I want PNG, and I'm going to share now right to my camera roll, save image. I'm going to open Procreate, plus, screen size. You can do plus and import a photo, but I don't get good resolution doing that, so that's why I do it this way. I'm going to click the wrench tool, add, insert photo. I'm going to pick up that last image that we just saved. That is my planner, and now I'm going to work within the sizing of my planner. Okay, so I know everything will fit and I won't cover anything up. Alright, I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to bring in my first sticker. I'm going to bring in from the bottom my photo roll. That's where I keep my images, albums, and planner stuff. I keep one album with all my images, and I keep them all together because I'm one of those people that I want to see it all. I want to see everything that I have. But you can make albums, which is like folders within your photo roll for daily spreads or weekly spreads or whatever it is that you choose to do. I just keep them all lumped together. So let me find the item I'm looking for. And it is called Coffee Lovers Paper. So we're going to use this one. So I'm going to just drag it over and size it to fit inside my planner. I'm going to go to Freeform so I can skew it and make sure it's sized to fit inside my planner page. And then I'm going to go to Layers, Swipe, and Duplicate so that I have the same on the other side. Now I'm going to add another layer. So let's go get our weekly, and I want the weekly out of this set. I'll link everything below. I'll take this one. It is a Monday start, which I generally don't use, but it works for this purpose. I'm already in uniform and my arrow is selected, so I can simply size this to fit. Uniform does not skew your image. If you need to skew it other than the way it was built, you would use Freeform. So I'm going to try not to skew this. Let's see if it'll fit. If I need to, I will skew it. But that works well. Alright, so now the background paper is hiding most of my transparent stickers. So we're going to open the layers. I'm going to make the layer that weekly is on. I'm going to make that layer a reference. I'm going to add a new layer on top. Pick a nicer, that changes my color dot. And I'm going to fill in the squares. Now I can do it this way. That's because it's filling in the squares because the weekly is set as a reference layer. Now the other thing you can do is just within this new layer, I'm going to click the S, click Automatic, select all the fields that I want to color. and we'll do it all at once. Alright, once they're all selected, I'm going to go back to my layer and fill. And that did all of them in one shot. So now I'm going to click the N for that fill layer. I'm going to lower the opacity so I can still see the pattern paper behind it. So let's add some numbers here. When you're adding numbers, adding text, you don't have to make a new layer. You will do it this way. Touch your wrench tool, add text, edit style. Now here you will pick your font. I want Sunday Breakfast. I want it a little bit smaller. And just move that where you want it. Select it all, click my little keyboard, and fill in my numbers. Change the size of the box, and you can edit style to go back and change the sizing as well. Let's make it where you want it, and click done. Now rather than play with all that sizing for each one, I'm going to go to my layers, slide and duplicate, so all that sizing is the same. I have that positioning line, drop it, double tap, and now I can change the number itself. That's it. Do that all the way across. Slide and duplicate, arrow tool, move it across, drop it, double tap again, and there we go. Duplicate, drop it, double tap, brings up the text tool, that's 20, and there we go. Layers, duplicate, move it over, Alright, so now my numbers are filled in. Let's go to my layers, add a new layer, brush tool. I'm going to add a doctor's note using this label. And we're going to just tap. I can resize that if I want. Move it around, place it where I want it, and drop. Let's add a layer and go to a brush pack called Planner Sticker Stamps, and I'm going to select a Circles tab, play with the sizing, and tap. Arrow tool to place it where I want, tap to move just slightly. Now I can add a layer and keep tapping all the way across, but I find that if I want exactly the same thing, I go to my layers, slide and duplicate. With my arrow tool, I get a positioning line, so they're exactly the same height above that bottom line. So I'm going to do it this way. New layer, duplicate, and just keep going across, and I can tap that if I'm just a little bit off. Layer, slide, duplicate, arrow tool, and keep going. One more. And you can add it to the weekend if you want. I'm choosing not to. Let's add another layer, back to that same sticker pack, that same planner pack, and I'm going to pick that one, play with the sizing here, because I know there's a doctor's appointment on that day. Alright, now anything I put in here will be static and not changeable because I'm going to save it as one big image. So if I had other appointments, I would add these labels in here. If I'm not sure what's going to happen, I would not add these in. I would add them as stickers later in my writing app. Okay, let's not add a layer, let's add some text. Wrench tool, add text. And I'm going to put this down here. We're going to add in the days of the week into this habit tracker. So I'm going to edit style, fix the sizing, change the size of my box. Highlight the whole word, click my little keyboard, and we're going to do capital letters, Monday space Tuesday. Now I normally don't like Monday starts, but we're just going to work with it. Edit style, select all of these letters and play with the sizing. This is temperamental because I'm working so small here. Just get it close and click done. And there you have it. So if you double tap that, I played with the size of the box itself. I played with the letters, all of them. I sized the letters as well. Okay? Alright, so now I'm happy with that. I'm going to save this as a PNG. Open your layers, go all the way to the bottom, turn off the background layer, turn off the planner layer. We're going to save a PNG, wrench tool, share, PNG, save it to camera roll, and now that image is usable in any app you choose to use. We're going to bring in my images, find that last image I just saved, and bring it over. Edit, take away some of this gray stuff, apply, and done. And that should put me just about the perfect size. Lock that image, and I'm good to go. Now that I locked it, my lasso won't move that. Now because this is one image that came over from Procreate, these are not movable. Nothing is movable. Okay. Now I can simply write in my planner. Let's use our zoom tool. Gives you a little box to write in. Now you have a wrench tool. I need to line my margin up so when I hit down, I'm going to line right up to the size of that box. And I have the size spacing where I want it. Let's go back to my pen tool and let's just write something in here. Okay. If I hit down, which is return, I'm going to go down one level. Down one level. And it keeps my spacing even. Alright, so let's get rid of that and fill in the rest over here. I can change this so I have more of a writing surface. And I can take that away. It just makes the writing a little bit easier. And let me copy this into my days, because I have certain days I call Dad on paste. Tap and resize. And I can copy and paste over here. If I don't want it down here. That image is locked, so you can do pretty much what you want with it. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. That's it. Thanks for watching.